Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of two games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10. Drake. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, Perkins. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, back to Perkins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down. Drake. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa. Trots out there now. Throwing after the interception. Drake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive. Drake. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. 1-9.
On first down, Drake flush to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drake escaping the pressure right, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Off play action. Drake throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we
operating from the gun. Drake. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Let's round! Let's round! Let's go! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Drake eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Drake. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
No, check. Let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the wideout in motion.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Detroit! Back 99. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Here we go. Patriot.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, that's McLaughlin, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. First and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Saints now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Drake. And he fires one incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Drake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Watching that, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
In motion right is Thomas. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Watching that, Barney, Barney.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Drake flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A final shot before break. Drake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 22.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that you just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, here we go. Check. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him, and it'll be a... Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints just continue to roll. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Drake. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. A good pickup there at 22. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. There's Perkins on first down. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Drake got his man complete over the middle. It's Beck, and he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Check 43. Flex round.
From the gun on 3rd down. Drake is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Drake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
No. Leopard. Now let's go. 3-19.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stop them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watching that Marty.
Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, He's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Throwing on first down. Drake fights off the defender. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, Perkins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down. Alert. Let's go.
From the gun, Drake. Flush to his right. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio, let's go. What? None. Ohio.
Now a play fake here on first down. And from the right side here, complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there around the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and 10, Drake will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Drake, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Over the charge. The charge.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hughes. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Drake. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking to throw. Drake, he's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Drake. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Shift together here from the D-line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
On first down, Drake. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.